Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning. Lovely to have you with us. If you would like to namaskar, tie up your kundalini and put yourself into bandhan, that would be wonderful. We'll start today off with doing the three great mantras to help bring our attention to welcome Shri Mataji to our morning meditation and to help bring our attention into our Sahasrara.
Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Mataji, please fill our hearts and our minds with your vibrations, your pure love and your pure joy. Let's put our right hand on the earth, or towards the earth, and let's do one mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Ganesha, please strengthen my Muladhara chakra so that your qualities of innocence, wisdom and purity are strong within me. This morning we're going to focus on the Swadhisthana chakra. So we're going to listen to the 21 names of Sri Ramadeva Saraswati.
ॐ श्री बुद्धे नमः। ॐ श्री महतहंकार नमः। ॐ श्री सूर्य नमः। ॐ श्री चंद्र नमः। ॐ श्री आकाश तत्व स्वामिनी नमः। ॐ श्री वायु तत्व स्वामिनी नमः। ॐ श्री तेजस तत्व स्वामिनी नमः। ॐ श्री आप तत्व स्वामिनी नमः। ॐ श्री पृथ्वी तत्व स्वामिनी नमः। ॐ श्री आकाश तत्वेश्वरी नमः। ॐ श्री अनिल तत्वेश्वरी नमः। ॐ श्री तेजो तत्वेश्वरी नमः। ॐ श्री जल तत्वेश्वरी नमः ॐ श्री भूमि तत्त्वेश्वरी नमः ॐ श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ॐ श्री पञ्चतन्मात्राय नमः ॐ श्री पञ्चभूताय नमः ॐ श्री विश्वाय नमः ॐ श्री तेजसात्मिकाय नमः ॐ श्री प्रज्ञात्मिकाय नमः ॐ श्री तुर्याय नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Mataji, you are the pure knowledge within me. Please establish your pure knowledge within me. Shri Mataji, you are the creative knowledge within me. Please establish your creative knowledge within me. Shri Mataji, you are the doer and the enjoyer of everything. Please establish my surrender to you within me.
We should have in Vancouver.
This is a Saraswati
I had heard
Puja
about
talk,
this
Vancouver,
ashram,
Canada.
that it is placed in very beautiful surroundings of nature. And as nature is being created by the power of Saraswati, I thought best would be to have the puja of Saraswati here. Another thing is that when people live in nature, they...
I know it's a very soft volume, but if we can just keep the attention on our Sarastara and just let the vibrations work within us, even if we can't quite hear what Shri Mataji is saying.
They become extremely creative. Their delicate feelings are preserved and they are never in a rush, or they are not what we can call too much modernized, because nature soothes them down. So also the creativity of Saraswati adds to artist, and I knew that there must have been many artists in this country created since long. The Canada as such, I feel, is the Hamsa Chakra of the Vishuddhi. But the power of Saraswati becomes Mahasaraswati when it is manifested by the Maha Brahmadeva, which is called as Hiranyagarbha. For that she has to cross through the Hamsa. She crosses through Hamsa and becomes the Vishnumaya Shakti. she is the Vishnumaya Shakti. So Saraswati becomes the Vishnumaya. She crosses at 2 points, one at Hamsa and another at Vishuddhi. So she is the sister of Shri Krishna. So Saraswati was born as the sister of Shri Krishna, and when Krishna's mama, his name was, uncle was Kamsa, he came to kill her, she just rose into the sky and became the lightning, and she declared the coming of Shri Krishna, that he is already there, existing. So the relationship between Shri Krishna and Vishnumaya is that of a brother and a sister. And surprisingly, the other day we celebrated the Rakhi Bandhan, Raksha Bandhan, which is the same thing as the brother-sister's relationship. So now here we are celebrating actually the deity, which is the sister of Shri Krishna. Later on she was born as Draupadi. And that's why Shri Krishna went to save her chastity, because it's the brother only who is concerned about the chastity and the name of the sister. So this is what yesterday happened, that is the Saraswati Puja. So Vishnumaya herself, yesterday 16 times thundered here. And I didn't tell anybody what was happening, but I knew she would do that. And apart from that, she has also threatened Washington. That's a good thing, because Washington has to be awakened. Now these are very, very subtle things and very subtle relations. And only I can tell these things because I know them, that these relations exist. So I was not surprised that she was there, but exactly 1600 times she blasted this part of Vancouver is to show that the time has come for you to understand that Sahaja Yoga is so important. And if we do not assert ourselves fully to Sahaja Yoga, Vishnumaya is going to take another form, which may burn all your forest, may burn everything. Now you must know that lightning represents all the 5 elements in it. It has sound, it has light, it is in the ether, it acts in the ether. Also it has got what you call the water in it. And when the water goes into friction, which is the Mother Earth, so all these things act through her. So this Vishnumaya yesterday showed us that I am here now, please worship me. And so far we have never worshipped Saraswati. And Brahmadeva is not worshipped anywhere, because he created this world, he created all these woods and all these things, and they created all the seas and all the lands, all the stars, universes after universes. But we are not to worship like we worship this tree or that tree. We are not to worship anything of that kind. Only thing, whatever is created by Mother Earth, like Swambhus, that's only we worship. And that too we worship now in a way that is in an abstract way. Because wherever they have appeared, people are doing commercial religion. So we don't go to these places also as such a wish. So you can understand why all these things happen unexpectedly yesterday after my coming, that there was such a light of lightning which never happened before, and people were surprised. So is the Krishna's sister, who is a much more dynamic and ज्वलंतला इंग्लिश मध्ये काय शब्द ज्वलंत much more fiery personality, much more fiery personality. Sri Krishna's essence is that he is his sweetness, his madhurya, is his capacity, and Radha is the Ahladadayini Shakti, means the one which gives you that joy, which creates Pulakithola, raises your hair with joy. So, I mean, but in Sanskrit it's Pulakit is the word. So this beauty of Sri Krishna, which is sweetness, the Leela, creating beautiful feelings of oneness, of communication, all that is in Sri Krishna. But she is the one who warns, and that is how the warning came. And she's a very fiery personality which warns everyone. So on one way she has proved my coming here, that I am here. Perhaps maybe to the people who are aboriginals, they might understand that this is what was prophesied and that has happened. And also that you people have to realize it's a warning that you cannot just allow Sahaja to drift in such a manner that it takes its own course and works out and you are just by the way there. So this is a warning of Sri Krishna's sister Vishnumaya, which is Saraswati herself, and that is what today we are going to worship her. Only the Sahajogis, those who are enlightened people, can worship Mahasaraswati. Otherwise, people can only worship Saraswati, because with worship of Saraswati, you can read books, you can create dances, music for the amusement of human beings. But actually, the Saraswati Puja is meant for people of ordinary awareness, means ordinary or normal human awareness. But for Sahajogis, it is the Mahasaraswati which is to be worshipped. As I have told you, this Mahasaraswati becomes the Vishnumaya. And she is Vishnumaya, so you have to be person that you should yourself should inform people like the Vishnumaya does what Sahaja is, with your fiery talks, with things of exciting them, telling them, what are you up to? But what I've seen is that mostly when people speak, they try to be very gentle and sweet, like Sri Krishna. We tried that in America, that it might work with Americans, but it did not. They like people like, say, that Graham Fellow or somebody like that who talks in a fiery way. And I think this is what we have to learn from yesterday's experience, that you need really some fiery speakers and fiery people, because they are not at all sensitive to normal sensations. See, all their sensations are dead, I think. They have become numb, and you have to give them some shocks. They like shocks. See, newspapers have to give them shocks. Any event that is shocking, that can only attract their attention. Even the music has to be so much that it should break the rocks. So it should be such music that will just break their heads. So they have become really rocky people. And you have to understand that their rockiness can only be shattered by Vishnumaya. And that's why this puja that we have today in Vancouver has a very great significance, not only for Canada but also for America. Americans are taking for granted. Whatever disease is coming today, whatever drugs they are taking, whatever destruction they are doing to themselves, is still not in their understanding. They don't understand what they are doing to themselves, how they are destroying themselves, how such a precious human life they are wasting just for their own whim and for their so-called freedom. So it is extremely, extremely important that you should try to tell them in a fiery way, what are you doing? Why are you deceiving yourself? Why don't you understand this is wrong? At least for the progeny, you tell them that we did this wrong, but you should not do it. All this kind of talk has to be there, and people have to get ready for such great speeches and things. But to say that people won't like it, I think is the other way now. Unless and until you frighten them, they are not going to be with you. So you have to tell and warn them. And that's what the Vishnumaya yesterday has suggested, that now take to a new style of strategy and talk to people in a way that whenever you are doing, say you are doing a course, at the end of the course you have to say that, now see, Sahaja Yoga is not for only for doing course, but is for your well-being, for your benevolence, and you have to go further with it and you have to grow. Now don't leave it halfway. It's not like just sprouting the seed, but it has to become the tree. Otherwise, nobody can be helped. So
let's just keeping our attention in that thoughtless state. My apologies for the volume of the talk, but I'll post it up later, and you might like to finish listening to the rest of it after this. But let's just sit in silence. Let's be in meditation collectively. just going to play some music, and this is music for the Swadhisthana. For those that can, let us continue to enjoy being in a collective meditation. For those that need to get ready for work, in your time, take the Kundalini and put yourself into Bandham. We can sing the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Mokshat Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining this morning, and thanks, Sharon. Good to know that the volume of the talk was good. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you have a beautiful day, and enjoy your day. Jai Shri Mataji.